Hey Leo, thanks for watching your April 2020 love reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. I know many of you like to check out your Venus sign when it comes to love. If you're not sure about that, about your signs and all that, stick around till the end. I will explain that. Also tell you about a giveaway I'm having for this deck right here. I'm going to give away this deck, so check that out at the end. But let's see what's happening for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the area of love for April 2020. So first off here, my dears, we have Four of Pentacles. So Leo, this is going to mean a couple of different things to different ones of you, okay? You guys have had this ongoing theme in your weekly readings for a while. If you watch my channel, you know that I don't just do the love readings every month. I also every week do a general around career, family, spirituality. And a lot of Leos have been feeling fed up and frustrated when it comes to like sacrificing. Like you're so loyal, you love so much, you want to make the people in your life happy, but there's been this ongoing theme in your weekly forecasts where you're like, you know what, it's not fair to give so much and be so underappreciated. So for some of you, I think for a lot of you, because it's been an ongoing theme in the weekly forecasts, I feel like Four of Pentacles is like you're being more cautious with yourself, your time, your resources, your finances right now. And I feel what's happening in the world dynamic right now where a lot of people are having to isolate and ration out what they have. And, you know, everybody's kind of having their hours cut or business is slowing down. Everybody's being a lot more careful with their resources as is. But I feel like the blessing in this for you is that you're actually able to do this in your love life as well. Because what's been coming up in your weeklies is that part of you that's just so eager to please, that just loves so much, you keep getting taken advantage of. So I feel there's things happening for you in your love life in April where you're kind of learning to be a little bit more selfish, but in a positive way. For a lot of you, in a positive way, in like a self-preservation kind of way. Four of Pentacles can also be like taking or claiming your physical space where you are not allowing people close to you physically. And that would definitely be true for many of us right now, right? Leo or not. But so many of you, and in terms of love life, maybe you're open to talking to people. If you're single especially, maybe you're open to talking to people or getting to know people. Maybe some of you are still chatting with people on like online dating sites, or you're continuing to talk to people you've been getting to know. But you may be really taking the physical distancing thing very seriously, which I encourage you to do so. I'm on the side of it better to be safe than sorry. Right? So a lot of you might be changing the way that you're dating. You might be changing the way that you're getting to know people where you're really, really being cautious of your physical space. Not having people over, not going out, not spending time with people physically. So just claiming your space, claiming your assets, learning, like I said, learning to be, I'm using the word selfish, even though I don't mean it in a negative way. Like I said, like selfish in a positive way. Maybe self-preserving is a better term. Learning to be more self-preserving. The one thing I will say, just kind of as like a warning or a heads up, it's good that you're being cautious. It's good that you're being resourceful. It's good that you're, being protective of your space. But don't let yourself get into it like from a fear-based energy. Don't let yourself obsess about it or to fall into the fear. I would also really recommend that you guys be cautious what news you're taking in, because this might be also affecting you in your love energy, your heart energy, your root chakra energy, like closing it up. We need to keep in touch with what's going on. We want to stay current. We want to know what the latest rules and recommendations are to stay safe. But stay away from any of the channels or the papers that are really causing you to feel terrified, because you can deliver the information in a way where it doesn't have to strike terror in people. So if it's making you feel a lot of anger and hatred towards your political leaders, or if it's making you feel a lot of fear, it's a low vibrational outlet. Stay away from it. Look for news sources that are going to give you the information so that you're prepared, you can stay safe, but without the bias that's like causing you to feel terror or hatred or anger. Try to stay away from those vibrations, because Leo, for whatever reason, it's affecting you in your love life as well. It's causing you maybe to start blocking up. Like it's like slowing down the root chakra, slowing down the heart chakra, where you're having a really hard time taking in anything good, because it's just bringing up a lot of that negativity. So just a heads up there with that. You guys know I try to be very politically neutral on this channel. Yes, obviously I have my opinions and my views and you know what I think, but I keep all that stuff separate. And the bottom line is, you know, whatever your beliefs are, you want to stay away from the beliefs that are teaching hatred, whatever side you fall on. Anything that's causing you to hate your fellow man, or anything that's causing you to feel hate and rage and anger, very low vibrational, and it's gonna, you know, just, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. We can bring about change in positive ways, okay? And right now, we all just need to focus on taking care of ourselves. Your next card here is Eight of Wands, and so Eight of Wands is going to be a lot of communication, a lot of fast-moving energy in your love life. I do feel for some of you, Leo, that this is, and this has been happening for some of the signs, well, a few of the signs. And I think because of the current energy we're in, this is why a lot of the signs are having like a similar thing. You're having somebody wanting to go next level with you, okay? And, you know, they might just kind of be thinking about, you know, what you mean to them and wanting to be with you. So you may be receiving communication. I was going to say correspondence. Correspondence is the word that I wanted to come up. And so for some of you, it might be like an actual old school letter or card even, where like somebody is sending you like some kind of like a thinking of you. For you, for some of you, this will not be a romantic person. This will be a family member or like an old friend. But I feel for those of you that's a family member or old friend, things ended very badly, or you guys left off on a very negative foot, so to speak. And it's slowed you up from receiving. It's like closed off the heart. So when this communication comes in, there's going to be a level of healing that's opening you up again. That's going to benefit you and bless you in your love life, opening you up to receiving love again. Because I feel somebody may have betrayed you in some way or really disappointed you. And some of you are receiving like a written apology or an amends. It could be from a parent figure who maybe just has not been in your life and they're thinking about you with everything that's going on. But don't be surprised if some of you receive a very heartfelt apology, a written apology. Okay? And for other ones of you, this is going to be communication in terms of wanting to move a relationship forward or finally being able to talk about your problems and your issues. If you've been in a relationship with someone and they've just been avoiding talking about certain things or they've been dancing around stuff, things are happening in April where these conversations are finally being had. And the fact that it's showing up with Eight of Wands is I feel like you guys are going to be able to cover a lot of ground fairly quickly. You know, it's not going to be like something that you're going to go back and forth and be indecisive and argue about or fight, because Eight of Wands is very clear, very concise, you know, set an intention, reach it. So I feel like this is going to be a month of a lot of solutions for you guys, April. Leo, I feel like this is an energy where a lot of you are coming into you know, being able to overcome obstacles and clear up misunderstandings. And for a lot of you, you know, even though clearing up this misunderstanding energy might not be in your love life per se, it's definitely opening you up and clearing up your love life energy. Like it's been blocking you in your love life, and now that's going to be moved, or it's going to be, you know, moved away. Eight of Wands is also a lot of passion energy. So if you're living with someone or in a relationship, this communication might really be causing you guys not just to get the spark back, but I feel like the physical intimacy is much more expressive. Like it's not just kind of like, oh, you're cute, or I'm attracted to you again, or we have good chemistry. It's like physically, like you're showing, or they're showing you, like, you know, how into you they are, or how much you mean to them, where like it's very expressive. It's not just kind of like, oh, you know, we're getting our spark back, but just like it's an expression of emotion in some way for some of you in existing relationships. So your next card here, my dears, is 10 of Wands. So lots of fire energy, Leo. Very appropriate for you, Leo, is to have all this fire energy. 10 of Wands is completion of a project. It's being able to lay a burden down, like to be able to just kind of close something out and to be done with it. I feel, Leo, you guys are very lucky because I feel that for a lot of people, what's going on right now is, for some people, they're seeing the worst in others. But I feel that a lot of you are just having people that are coming forward, like realizing that they should have done more for you, or how much they appreciate you, or how much they value having you around. And so a lot of the hurt that you've been carrying, or the frustration that you've been carrying, I feel you're going to be able to set that down in April. You're going to be able to put that down. And not have to carry it anymore, not have to carry the load by yourself anymore. I feel some of you are really seeing ways, especially in your love life, where your partner is stepping up and wanting to help you. Those of you that you've been single, you might even find that there's people that are checking up on you. Hey, are you okay? Are you're by yourself over there? Do you need help? Do you need anything? And so you're feeling loved, you're feeling supported, right? And this is opening you up to receive. This is opening you up to receive a relationship, especially those of you where maybe love life has been stuck for a long time. But, you know, just this message of you're not alone. You don't have to carry everything by yourself anymore. Your next card here, Leo, is the High Priestess. Okay, so this could be, some of you could be potentially dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer because of the connection here with the moon. Now, the High Priestess, for whatever reason, it makes me think of Taurus a lot, very frequently. It'll come up and I'll feel like a Taurus vibe from it. And I know a lot of people will disagree and say it's completely and totally off, but look, we all read the cards different ways. And that's just one of the vibes I get from this card. So I have seen it come up for people who are Taurus. But astrology aside, zodiac aside, you know, so whether or not this is someone you're dealing with, or your moon or your rising sign coming to the forefront, in general, when I see the High Priestess card come up in a reading, it's telling us that your chakras are really clearing and opening up. This is confirming what I was saying about how I felt there was communication coming in, you know, people being appreciative of you, you being able to lay down the things you've been carrying, the stress, the pressure, to stay away from any fear or rage that's clogging up your root chakra and your heart chakra. High Priestess is really confirming that for me, because High Priestess to me is all your chakras are opening up and aligning, and you're really beginning to connect with your spiritual gifts and abilities. And you have a lot of really powerful healing energy flowing and moving through you. And this is going to make you very magnetic. Very, very magnetic, to where people are kind of obsessing over you, obsessing to be near your energy. You're going to be receiving a lot of offers, Don't be surprised if the crazier things get, the more people are reaching out to you, or like professing their love, or that they've always just felt a certain way about you and they just didn't know how to tell you till now. Like, Leo, I feel like you're going to have a lot of people falling over themselves, like wanting to get close to you or wanting to be near you, feeling like, you know, I'm hearing I should have chose you. So you might even have people coming forward, like flat out telling you that, like, I chose wrong, I should have chose you. But you need to keep something in mind when you're in this High Priestess energy. You have a lot of healing energy flowing through you, and so you are very magnetic. And a lot of the people that are rushing towards you, it's genuine. They truly want to be near you, but they're not ready for you. They don't know what to do with you. Like, once they have you, they don't know what to do with you. I always give the example of a sailor that like sees this magical mermaid and falls in love with her and like rose up to be near her. But then what happens? You know, what do you do? Does the sailor throw the anchor down and spend the rest of his life out at sea in a little boat to be near the mermaid? Does he scoop her up, take her back to land, dump her in a giant fish tank and hope she's happy there? How do you make the two worlds combine? How do you make the two worlds meet? How do you make them, you know, marry? How do you bring the two worlds together? So this person may not necessarily be ready for you. So you have to allow this person to do their work. You have to allow this person to heal. You have to allow this person to come up to that same level, because otherwise what happens is it's going to be feeding off of your energy and draining you and weakening you and making you feel sad and lonely and sick. And some of you have already done this. Some of you have already cut somebody off, even though you really, really love them a lot, because you've noticed, oh, this connection isn't good for me. It's not good for me. And you know, you're going to have to just be more selective. Just because somebody's, you know, chasing after you and being very persistent, they may not be ready for you. So you have to ask your angels and guides to help you see, you know, when it's a situation where that person maybe isn't ready for you, and you need to let them do their work first before they can be ready for you. If you're in a situation where there's temptation, you're in a relationship and someone's like, you know, please leave your person and be with me, or please give me a chance. High Priestess tells us this is not a situation where you're going to be able to leave that relationship and smoothly flow into a new relationship with somebody else, because, again, this person isn't ready for you. They want you really bad. They mean it, but they're not ready for you. Right? So you're not going to be able to just say, okay, let me tell my partner I'm leaving them and then I'm going to go be with you. They're not ready for you to go be with them. Okay? So you need to keep this in mind before you go starting something that might be really hard to end. You know, then you find yourself caught in between, and that can be a headache. Your next card here is Seven of Coins or Seven of Pentacles. So some of you are coming out of that temptation and deciding to do the work to heal an existing relationship, especially since I do feel you have somebody, or you have a lot of people that are appreciating you or expressing that they appreciate you, and they're trying to do the work. You know, that 10 of Wands, they're ready to bring in support. They don't want you to have to carry everything on your shoulders anymore. So I feel there's a revival of a relationship, healing a relationship, saving a relationship, working on things together. If you're a cross watcher and you're like longing to get back together with a Leo, I think this person just needs to know that you truly appreciate them, and that, you know, you're going to step up when times are hard. You're going to do what it takes to help them and be with them, because they might feel like they always have to find the solutions, and that can be very scary and tiring. So Leo, I do feel like you have people coming to the forefront, like, let me help you, let me do this with you, let me, like, I don't want you to feel alone, right? So that's what you want to allow into your life. You know, that's how you're going to know that somebody is ready, that they're doing the work, that they're ready to work with you, okay? I would encourage you to watch your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus videos. Some months those might resonate more than others. If you don't know your moon sign, rising sign, or Venus, you can definitely find out online. You can look it up online and put in your information and it will tell you. But I did have an astrologer reach out to me that really blew my mind. I was very impressed. And so I said that I would tell you guys about them, and they were very nice. And they said, you know what, I will also give them. They can come to the website. They can check out the free articles I have. They can see the free stuff I have posted. But if they want to get an astrology analysis, like a relationship compatibility analysis or a forecast based on their astrology, I'll give them 30% off unlimited. As many reports as they want, I'll give them 30% off. So their prices are already very reasonable, so that's really good deal. So that's linked in the description. If you don't want to buy anything, you just want to see the articles that they have where they explain like the rising sign and like astrology guide and stuff, check out the free stuff. But if you do want to get a private astrology forecast for the year or relationship analysis, you can use the discount code as many times as you want. So check that out there. If you guys like the deck that I used, I am giving away my older copy, and I'll show you the older copy. I still have the box that came in. I have the book so you can learn about the cards. The reason why I got a new deck is, if you can see here, there's very mild wear and tear on the edges. It's kind of beat up. And since I have these on camera, like if I'm going to take a picture or a photo and you see like the beat up edges, that puts some people off. So for that reason, I got a new deck. But all the cards are here. Booklet is here. I was going to say that I was going to give this away to somebody from the Instagram or Facebook comments to go and comment on the card of the day when I used this deck, which was April 3rd. But it might be hard. You might not see this video till later in the month. It might be hard to dig through all of the posts. So what I'm going to do is just at the end of April, I'm going to pick one person from the Instagram and Facebook comments, and I'm going to send this deck to you, whoever wins. I will reach out, I will send you a DM, and I will get the deck over to you. I'll pick the winner at the end of April. So Amethyst Angellight, Instagram and Facebook. If you're not already on there, I do a card of the day every single day and a little pick a card game. So take advantage of that. Channeled angel messages will be up in a couple of days. Don't forget to watch your weekly forecasts. And if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notice when those are up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.